Hello everyone, my name is Cherise Scantlebury and I am so glad you could join me today. I am very excited about our second topic, which deals with obesity and overweight. Our previous topic dealt with diabetes, and if you missed it, you can check the Arouca SDA YouTube channel. Let's get right into it. The objectives for today are: what is obesity? What is overweight? What is BMI? What is the difference between obesity and overweight? What is the extent of the obesity problem? What is obesity? Obesity is a complex disease involving an excessive amount of body fat. Obesity isn't just a cosmetic concern. It is a medical problem that increases your risk of other diseases and health problems such as cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, high blood pressure, and certain cancers like ovarian, endometrial, breast, liver, and colon cancer, to name a few. What is overweight? What is overweight? Overweight is generally due to extra body fat. However, overweight may also be due to extra muscle, bone, or water. People who have obesity usually have too much body fat. Someone who's overweight will have a weight that is higher than what is considered as a healthy weight for a given height. What is body mass index, or some of us may know it as BMI? According to the National Institutes of Health, now defines overweight in terms of the BMI, which is a person's weight in kilograms divided by their height in meters squared. Since the BMI describes the body weight relative to height, it correlates strongly with the total body fat content. Just as for overweight, the medical definition for obesity hinges on the BMI calculation to be classified as obese. Body mass index, or BMI, is used as a screening tool for overweight or obesity. You can calculate your BMI by following this simple formula, which is weight in kgs divided by height in meters squared. Let's take my measurements for this example. My weight is 57 kgs divided by my height, which is 1.73 meters squared. That gives us a BMI of 19, which is 19. Of course, you may be wondering what a BMI of 19 means. This slide allows us to interpret our BMI. A person whose BMI falls below 18.5 will be considered as underweight. Someone whose BMI is between 18.5 and 24.9 will be considered to have healthy weight. Someone whose BMI is between 25 and 29.9 will be considered as overweight. And finally, someone whose BMI is between 30 and 39.9 will be considered as obese. Since my BMI is 19, it will fall under which category? Yes, the healthy weight category, which is between 18.5 and 24.9. If you are interested in calculating your BMI, feel free to do so. What is the difference between being overweight and obesity? It basically lies in the cause of the excess body weight. A person is obese mostly due to excess body fat. On the other hand, overweight may be caused by extra water, bones, or muscles, as well as excess fat mentioned in a slide before. Overweight is a BMI of 25 to 29.9, and obesity is a BMI of 30 and above according to the NIH. A BMI of 40 or greater is considered morbid obese, and that is when a person has extreme amounts of excess body fat and has a very high BMI. As your weight increases, your BMI gets higher and you have a much higher risk of developing other illnesses that are associated with being overweight or obese. Some may ask the question, what it is? Is it possible to have a perfect BMI? No, there's no such thing like having a perfect BMI. For example, somebody like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson would have a BMI that would put him in an obese category because he has so much muscle fat. We know that this guy is very big, right? And we all know him. Conversely, an older man with no muscle mass who may not appear to be obese may actually in fact be obese because for his height, his weight is too high. And that's basically some of the differences between overweight and being obese. Here's an image of someone who has morbid obesity. And as you can see, of course, yes, this person will definitely have a BMI that is way more than 40. What is the extent of this problem? In the world, according to the WHO, which is the World Health Organization, at least 2.8 million of people die each year as a result of being overweight or obese, and an estimated 35.8 million of the global dailies are caused by overweight or obesity. The worldwide prevalence for overweight and obesity has doubled since 1980 to an extent that nearly a third of the world's population is now classified as overweight or obese. Obesity rates have increased in all ages and both sexes irrespective of geographical locality, ethnicity, or socio-economic status, although the prevalence of the obesity is generally greater in older persons and women. As we can see in this diagram, obesity places the biggest burden on healthcare in certain countries. We have from the USA at 14%, straight to India at 6%, being affected by this obesity and overweight problem. Yes, Trinidad and Tobago, let's see what's going on with our homeland. In 2016, the male obesity prevalence for Trinidad and Tobago was 10.8% between 1997 and 2016. The male prevalence of Trinidad and Tobago grew substantially from 4.6 to 10.8%, rising at an increasing annual rate that reached a maximum of 6.52% in 1998 and then decreased to 3.85% in 2016. In 2016 again, for the female obesity prevalence for Trinidad and Tobago, it was at 26%. And it increased from 13.7% in 1997 to 26% in 2016, growing at an average annual rate of 3.43%. To conclude, overweight and obesity together make up one of the leading preventable causes of death in the world. Overweight means that you have extra body weight, and obesity means having a high amount of extra body fat. Being overweight or obese raises your risk for developing health problems. Overweight and obesity are different points on a scale that ranges from being underweight to being morbidly obese. Where you fit on this scale is determined by your body mass index, which is your BMI. Yes, it is very important to fit on this scale to find out your BMI, but the most important thing is, would we be able to fit in the book of life? And we cannot do that if we do not practice the right thing. Our sister Ellen G. White states in her counsels on diet and food, we cannot love the Lord with all our heart, mind, soul, and strength while we are loving our appetites, our tastes, a great deal better than we love the Lord. To keep the body in a healthy condition in order that all parts of the living machinery may act harmoniously should be a study of our life. The children of God cannot glorify Him with sickly bodies or dwarfed minds. And that is very important, and we have to understand that. Today, as I close, have a blessed day, but also remember to take charge of your health, not tomorrow, today. Be blessed. Thank you.